As you've already heard, we've got a couple of key sponsors today, and Eproductive are one of those. So I'd like to introduce Chris Cowls, who's the Chief Executive from Eproductive.
Thank you, Trevor. Oh, clap. I'm not used to that, so you can stop. It's great to be here today. Again, I think this is our 11th conference from memory, and we've been here right through. Who would have guessed that this year is the 10th anniversary of retail gift aid? It caught me by surprise when I did the numbers. And it was actually 10 years ago that my brother Nick was browsing through the HMRC website. Now, he's an accountant, right? So that was his hobby. And he had his eureka moment. He said, why can't gift aid be applied to charity shops, which had already worked for 10, 15 years before that? And we thought about that and said, well, why not? We went through the process. We got the process after several months of where we thought the HMRC would agree that it did meet the then legislation. Thankfully, they did. 3 very brave charities, one of whom's here today, where's St Giles? St Giles, thank you, Linwin, and others, piloted it successfully, and the rest is history. And I'm delighted to say that just with our clients, with our 90 clients, half of whom are hospices, many here today, and 3,500 shops, our clients, through the hard work of their shop managers and volunteers, have got a staggering £170 million of new money from over the last 10 years, and that keeps going up every single month. And the other thing, which is fantastic, is this amazing number of about a third of the UK's taxpayers are on our database on behalf of our clients. And these are just mind-boggling numbers. So it's been an extraordinary journey so far in terms of gift aid. In that decade, I know you've been busy because we've worked with many of you helping to build your business. We've been busy. We've enhanced the EPR gift aid, including things like thank you emails, which go down really well with donors. We've developed our own EPOS system called EPOS, which is designed specifically for charity retail. And latterly, we've come up with a thing called Team, which is an app which helps charities engage with their volunteers, other stakeholders in particular, and donors and staff. So we've been busy. During that 10 years, the HMRC has been busy as well. First of all, giving out lots of lovely money to your charities and others, but also occasionally issuing new guidelines. This is one that you might have spotted, came out at the end of last year. I'll read it to you. Charities should also keep records of staff and volunteer training and guidance to demonstrate that all of their staff and volunteers have a good understanding of the processes. Now, I don't know how many of you are actually thinking, are we compliant? We may be compliant, I'm not sure. Anyway, if you have an issue with it, don't panic. We've been working with the HMRC for the last few months to come up with a new gift aid training package. It will enable you to be compliant with these new guidelines in terms of training, but also in terms of the record keeping. If the HMRC inspector comes in and says, in an audit, can you show me records of your training of your volunteers and staff, this new package will help you do that, ensure you do that. It'll be all for as little as £1 per volunteer or staff member per year. It's very straightforward and quick to complete, and you don't need to be one of our existing clients. We'd love you to be, but you don't need to be one of our clients. So just briefly, the features, obviously there's a training input, that's online. It's based around animations and video. There are short tests for staff and volunteers to complete. They then get a certificate, picking up Jane's point about certificates. People like that, they get a certificate. Critically, you get the reports, which when you take to the HMRC, if and when they ask you, will prove that you've done the training for your staff and volunteers. And also, it'll help to actually build confidence with particularly volunteers when working with donors around the whole area of gift aid and encouraging them to sign up to it. Just one more point. The training package is multi-device, so good old pen and paper, we like it, it's got a big place. You can do the tests on pen and paper, the data can then be entered later, or it can be entered directly onto a PC or a laptop, or indeed it can be downloaded as an app, and the volunteer can, in their own time, do the training and then the test. All of those methods of data capture are reported back to you through the report, which you can then show the HMRC. So that's just a very quick introduction to this new gift aid training package we've developed working with the HMRC. If you're interested, please do drop by our stand. We're on the left in the main hall. Thank you.